Okay, here we are back with Anthropomachy. I reached out to the devs to ask to find out how to pronounce the name of the game, and I got a response. It's Anthropomachy, and it still doesn't make sense.
Are you trying to be cute? Because if not, you would be stupid.
Or Anthropomachy. Uh, Anthropo like anthropologist, I think. So Anthropomachy and Maki like Machiavellian. So Anthropomachy is how you pronounce the game.
Hey, here you go.
Um, anyway, we didn't have a really what didn't go well the first time, but I did play through again because I was starting to get the basics. I thought, well, maybe uh, we're just going too fast. This is definitely a uh, slow, easy game, just relaxing, just take your time. I think, especially at the beginning where we were at. Things just don't come hard and fast with this game. But that's fine. That's fun too. So we're gonna do it again. I did play through a little bit. I did figure out quite a bit more. I played maybe about another hour of it, just kind of getting used to how it works. So we're gonna go back in, do another new game. Again, this is a very, very slow, easy game from what I can uh, gather of my first hour. It's best to take your time. So let's go into a new game, and we are going to stay with Persephone. And here we are at the map. And we start with 5 priests, so preachers. So let's see. Terrorists opens fire in Peshinville, leaving 23 dead and 40 wounded. Oh no, where's that? Central America. You see up here, uh, the things in red, uh, when you do something good to turn them green, you have a higher chance of getting um, followers. When they're red and when they're green and you turn them red, you get a better chance of getting followers. So let's go ahead and send a preacher to Central America. And now let's go into our powers, because you do want to build up your powers, because you'll see the blooming art, the impact is to turn that health, I believe that is, symbol green. Um, if you go down to see this one, we'll turn um, uh, the handshake. I don't, I don't remember what that symbol meant. Um, we'll turn it from green to red, or bring it down. Um, this will that's impact happiness. I believe that's the happiness symbol. Will bring the happiness down, um, from green down to red. So let's just start with the blooming arts there, and also benevolence, because that gives you 2 things: the little handshake and the money. Um, there we go. So we're at 1,000. You don't want to get too much too fast. All right. There we go. We're in Central America, and see the money and the oh, something happened. All right. You find out humans love the idea of owning pets, especially cats and dogs, and they seem to be deeply saddened when their lives come to an end. What do? Expand the life expectancy for dogs and cats. 50% chance of +5 benevolence, and this is our benevolence. Will go up or down. 60% or lessen the attachments humans feel towards their pets, and that will 60% chance of +5 cruelty, which will bring this down. Um, we're heading. We want to go up. That's where I want to go. I want to get all the way up here. I want to be the most benevolent Persephone the world has ever known. Um, but these don't always work. But let's try to expand life expectancy. Pet owners across the planet are very happy to have their beloved creatures alongside them for a longer time.
I'm an animal lover, Be good to you. I'm an animal lover, and I never use rubbers.
Hold on, you what?
I'm an animal lover, Be good to you. I'm an animal lover, and I never use rubbers.
Well, that was just unnecessary. Go back here to Central America, and let's do this, because that is red, the diplomacy. There we go. And wealth is red, so we're going to try to raise the diplomacy and wealth. There we go. And we got 256 converts, I believe is what that is. All right. Oop. A massive event was organized in schools of Nairobi to teach sexual educations to students and family members who wish to learn more about preventing pregnancy and STDs. So if we click here, it will take us to East Africa. All right, perfect, because that's all red. We want to turn that green. So let's go ahead and get a preacher there. All right. And we're going to do both. There we go. And Persephone relieves the afflictions and psychological illnesses in a country. All right. Perfect. All right. And then if you click in the ocean here, you'll see we got 0.28% of the world believes in us. All right. Events to raise awareness of Black people history in Grenada raises population's self-esteem and is praised by international authorities. And that beep happens every once in a while, and I have no idea what's happening. Let's see. All right, it's in Central America again, and luckily we already have a preacher there, so we don't need to take one of our preachers, and we still have health, so let's raise the health. And it doesn't always work, and I think it's random. I think it's randomly generated whether or not something works or not, because it will work one time, not work the next in another country, and then maybe 10 minutes later it will work in that country. So I think it's random. Let's see. Alternative cancer treatment developed in the Czech Republic demonstrated 100% efficiency in curing the disease. And regression of what? Sequelae during test phase. All right. So that takes us up to Central Europe up here. So we don't currently have one in preacher in Central Europe, but let's get one up there. Go. There we go. And really, they are green on the ones that we have access to. So let's see if we can't. We only have 1886. Let's see if it's possible to get another one. That costs 1800, but yeah, 2200 for the next Olympian weather. 2200, and that's a negative. Negative in learning, I think. Yeah, negative in learning. All right, and I think, yeah, these are all going to be negative. So the top ones are benevolent, the positive, the greens, and the bottom ones mostly negative. All negative there. Yep. See, but this is what they're the category: arts, wisdom, egocentrism. Obviously, intrigue is obviously going to be negative. Impulsiveness actually is both. So, and then cruelty obviously is going to be all negative. Bravery is all positive. Okay. Well, there's nothing else we can add, so we're going to have to just skip this one, I believe. But let's just try to do one. Oop. Your preacher classes are completely empty. No one showed up. See, when it works, it adds to this. When it doesn't, it takes away. So let's try this one. Let's see. There we go. That worked. 1944. All right. NGOs denouncing Saudi Arabia as the most repressive country towards women in the world. All right. Well, see, they're almost all positive there of everything that we can affect right now. So we can't make any changes to these: health, diplomacy, or wealth. So we gotta. So let's just wait. Slow down. Take a breath. We still have 2 preachers to work with. There's no reason to rush. All right. Heavy metal fans can celebrate 7-day heavy metal festival to take place in Finland later this year. But before we do that, we have this. One of your most fanatic followers is a digital influencer, famous for getting involved in controversies and arguments online. Although his videos about you are very popular, his behavior may result in problems for your reputation in the future. Uh-oh. So what do we do? 40% chance of changing honor to neutral. If we have him killed, oh no. Educate him on how to become a better person and how toxic his behavior has become. Now that 80% chance of +5 wisdom sounds like a good deal, but I have a feeling that one's not going to work, because people don't change their toxic behavior. Let's see. You know what? But I don't want to have him killed. I'm going to try. Even if he does not become a better person, we are a benevolent Persephone. So, oh, the influencer understood his responsibility and changed his ways. He is now not only praising you for the personal improvement, but started releasing content on self-care and respect towards others, becoming even more popular and spreading your word for a much wider audience. Well, that is just lovely.
And here he is, America's foremost authority on space, because his head is full of it, Mr. Know-It-All.
Okay. So now we're on to the heavy metal fans celebrate 7-day heavy metal festival to take place in Finland. So Finland, but Finland is all. There's nothing we can do to influence Finland, so let's not bother. Let's go on to the next. Okay. The African Renaissance, famous monument representing an African family, is destroyed by white supremacists. Well, that was very not nice of them. They're not happy at anything. All right, let's go ahead and send a preacher to West Africa. All right, and let's just help out. There you go. And perfect. All right. And let's see how our worldwide. So worldwide, we're up to 0.64% belief in us. Let's see. Seeing the wealth turned green, the health turned green, and the diplomacy turned green. All right. let's see. Ads are placed in North Korea's subway system for the first time. Authority says it will help to pay for electricity for the population. I don't know what that beep is. Let's see. Where'd you go? Okay. Oh, they are not happy in North Korea at all.
Oh, really?
So let's get a preacher there. There we go. And let's get some happiness going. There you go. We're up to 783 belief in North Korea. Uh-oh. We have no preachers left. Let's get a preacher queued up. There we go. Malaysian scientists are researching a bacteria that can eat plastic as an attempt to fight pollution. Alright. To fight pollution in the country. Well, aren't you sweet, Malaysia? There's not much I can do to help you. I could raise your money. You know what? Let's get a preacher there. There we go. And let's try to raise your money. And it worked. Okay. We're up to 3,149. Nice. After decades of conflict and children absent from classrooms to train as soldiers, only 37% of the Ukrainian population completed school education. Alright. Well, yeah, there's a lot we can do there. So let's get another preacher. Go. Get one in the Ukraine. Perfect. They believe. They believe. All right. Let's see what we're over 1%. 1.06% of the world believes in Persephone. Nice. All right. Based on Muhammad Yunus's microcredit initiative, Togolese Bank will realize small loans for people in vulnerable situations. Okay. Oh, all right. That's in West Africa. It's money. Even though we've already done the money thing, let's increase their happiness in money, I guess. Perfect. All right. We're at 3290. So let's go ahead and get this where we'll be able to impact the weather or the goddess's cultivation. We can impact education and money, the weather and health, or no. Okay, the little handshake that I can never remember what that's for. um, we don't really need to increase that. So let's do we have an education yet? We do not have an education yet. So let's impact education. Perfect. All right. And we have 1,090 belief. Right. Oh, tensions between countries in North America, South America, and Asia have put the world on high alert for the breakout of a third world war. Oh no. Temporarily send some of your preachers to intercede and negotiate a peaceful solution. Get a 40% chance of plus 10 bravery. And it's best to leave these to the issues to the humans. 30% of changing honor to neutral. I don't want to go. No. All right, let's send our preachers and be like, hey, dudes, calm down. All right, chill. Just relax. And one of the nations convinced your preachers to share their secrets and join them. Oh no. Oh no. This nation now claims that you have sided with them on their war effort. And my skepticism went up 2,400. Lies! Alright. We're at 1.12% of the world believes in us. Okay. Let's see. What's this? Okay. Well, let's help their education. Is it? Yes. Perfect. All right. Are you a good citizen? China is going to reward every single resident who had good behavior in the last two decades with a prize still not specified. Well, I don't think I believe them. You know what? Let's send a preacher. All right, China. Well, you need education, so let's do the education money one. All right. We're at 1207. 1207. Not belief, but faith. Okay. All right. Jamaica. All right. Well, we already have a preacher here, so let me see. Jamaican small cosmetics manufacturers officialized their union to the formation of Jamaica, a huge cosmetic company. Okay. Let's see. Let's help them out with the education. Perfect. Huge cosmetic company focused on producing makeup with natural ingredients. Okay. They really need to make this either scroll faster or get rid of some of this stuff. Or when you click on it, not only does it take you to the country, but maybe does a pop-up of what it says, so you don't have to sit there waiting forever for it to scroll by. So let's see. We're at 1.36%. All right. After years of a gender equality political agenda, Ethiopia is now considered the most female-friendly country to live in. Oh, jeez. In Africa. Okay. Let's get their education up. Oh, the people couldn't care less about gardening, and nobody believes it can generate income. That does happen, and then maybe the next time we try this here, it will work. So it's just, I think it's roll of the dice of whether or not it will work. But unfortunately, that costs us a little bit. Let's see if we can't. There we go. Pick up a little more faith. All right. We're at 1.4% of the world believes in us. All right. Eritrean armed forces accused of creating fake threats to the country's sovereignty to justify their expenses. Oh. All right. Well, this didn't work here 3 seconds ago. Let's try it again. See, now it works. All right. Perfect. It did increase their education is good now. Okay. All After discovering the 10th animal species with rainbow colors without finding an explanation for it, Indonesian authorities, right, that's there. We don't have a preacher yet, so let's get one there. Perfect. Indonesian authorities believe they're dealing with messages from a god. And it's me. All right. Let's educate you. All right. Perfect. Let's also got money. Let's give you health. Nope. Your preacher classes are completely empty. Nobody showed up. All right. All right. Maley announces separation and declares war on the other islands of Comoros. Oh, okay, that's East Africa again. I don't have anything to change there. 1400, that is not enough. But let's send some preachers anyway. Have them do a little bit of working. Oh. A group of farmers in Asia discovered that with very little manipulation, they can turn rice into a powerful narcotic. Uh-oh. By being a grain with extremely easy access and with the procedure being so simple, authorities are concerned for a global epidemic of using rice as a drug. Well, yeah. Oh no. Destroy every rice plantation on the planet. No. No. They just rebuild, like, while you were destroying the next one. Send your followers to produce a variation of the drug that deals less damage to people's health. Well, no. I don't like either one. Um, well, but this is 80% chance of +5 benevolence, so apparently the makers of this game believe that creating another drug is the best way to go. No. Well, I shouldn't say that's what they think, but that's pretty much the only option, to be nice. But let's do it. All right, now that this new drug is out there, there's not a lot you can do. Fabricating a weaker variation is a great way to mitigate damage to people's health. It's really not. It's really, really not. Okay. Wow. But our benevolence went up. Okay. Switzerland passes law prohibiting the marriage of people under 30. What? Oh my. And that's another issue here, is that some of these are so tiny. As soon as you move away to go down here and look down here to click on your preacher to get a preacher to go up, you're like, oh, where is it? Oh no, where is it? And it doesn't give you the name as you're hovering over it. So you're like, oh, was it this little tiny one? No, it wasn't. It was that one. But you can mess up. So that is another issue. So let's see. Get a preacher there. There's really no reason because they're happy with everything, but whatever. Environmental activists leaving Mexico after the assassination of 5 colleagues. Okay. Well, let's get another preacher. There we go. And let's just do them up. Do them all. Send our preachers there and there. Get schooling going. Go. Teach them how to cultivate crops for money. Oh, no. The people couldn't care less about gardening and nobody believes it can generate income. Lies. All right. Go. Festival dedicated to the memory of Mandela named a holiday in South Africa. Festivities are held throughout the first week of December. All right, that's in South Africa. So let's give me another preacher. There we go. And well, the only thing they don't have, they're not happy with the weather, but we really can't do anything with that now. Let's just send in people to try to build this up here. One more time. All right. And let's see how our world domination is going. 1.86% of the world believes in Persephone. All right. Not bad. All right. Let's see. Implementation of LGBTI rights education has made Scotland one of the safest countries for the gay community. So let's check out Scotland there. And they're happy on everything, so there's nothing for me to change, but we'll just let that go. We'll leave it for now. Let's see. 1.86%. And you know, I think this is a good place to stop here. Because I'm going to keep going, probably do about a half hour-ish, a few days or so, just until we either get to the end of the game or, you know, lose all of our faith and people hate us. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, definitely figured out how to play it a little better than I did my first little quick run through where I hadn't looked at the game at all. It definitely is. It's fun, but it's just very relaxing, slow, easy game. At least in the first couple hours, because that's as far as I've gone. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we will definitely be doing another one soon. Thanks.